We're testing, doing the test. What happens here? Great, so thank you for being here. Welcome to the reading. We'll be pulling cards with these 5 decks here. You're pulling 2 cards from the Shadowscapes for the physical material realm and your spiritual sectors. We're pulling a card from the heterosexual magic for the romantic sector. For the advice, we'll be looking with Queen of the Moon Oracle. And we may be pulling some clarifiers with Black Moon astrology cards and Lavetta Sibila. Now, onto the shuffle. What's going on, Leo? How you doing? It's great to have you here. Thank you for that. So I wanted to talk to you all a little bit about what happened when I was meditating and shuffling for all the fire charms. I had this card fly out in reverse. This is from my Shadowscapes deck. That's the Ace of Swords. That's what it looks like in its upright position, and it was like, woo, just like that. It's here for some of y'all. I mean, this is going to depend on who you are. But I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's something you did not want to find out about. It's like, I was hearing it different for different signs, for different, you know, it was different for Aries than it was for Sagittarius, but I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, I would have rather not have heard about that, and it's like, I mean, it could be anything. It might not have to be a big deal, but I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's a big freaking deal, and it's like, I didn't want to know that. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, hopefully it's not about you, but I'm hearing it's like information that might be like sour for some of y'all, but what was good about it is what was showing up around it. Because no matter what it is, Leo, it's like, we had this new start showing up. That's the Fool card. That's my Tarot of Sexual Magic. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, well, I hope that that wasn't like your partner right there, you know? That you had to find out about? Wow. My little girl's barking. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like a weird cheating situation that you find out about. And it might not have been your relationship. I mean, it could be somebody else around you, but sometimes it's just like, ugh, you know? But I'm hearing for some of y'all, whatever this is, can't be hidden. It's coming out. It's like giving you the impetus to move on. I'm hearing that it's like your purity is safe in this. The purity card showed up, 30, Snow Moon, purity, and it's like, what couldn't be hidden from you, even if it's something you couldn't see? And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, it doesn't have to be romantic, and for some of y'all, it might not be as romantic as you want it to be, but I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, kind of a mixed bag, because you might find out about something that was like, not good, and I'm hearing it's weird if it's like a proposal for some of y'all, because I'm hearing it's like, I was focusing on that other thing, but it's like for some of you, this is really about somebody proposing to you and it being like, hi, I love you, you're the love of my life, and like, here, I want to marry you, and this asshole, you shouldn't be with him anyway because, you didn't know it, but he was cheating on you the whole time, or, she was cheating on you, or like whatever. And I'm hearing for some of you, it might be kind of weird like that. It might be like how somebody like, I'm getting itchy. It's like somebody might just come at you and be like, I love you, and tell you something inconvenient at the same time. And it's not with everybody, but whatever it is, it's like information can be a double-edged sword, is what I'm hearing. You need to know that it's like, even if somebody was like trying to like cover something up around you, it's like they didn't get to your purity in a certain way. And I'm hearing, it's like I'm getting feedback at the same time with certain things. I'm hearing you really need to know that. And that it's like, even if you're not interested in this knight, whoever this is, I feel like somebody might be trying to make an offer to you, and it's at least going to go over well in some kind of way, because I'm hearing it's just sweet. And for some of you all, it's like, it's a fresh new start. For some of you all, it's an offer that you actually didn't know you wanted. And for some of you all, you probably did want it. And it's like, why you might be willing to just take that new step. And if you're not, the fool is saying, go for it. So those were some of the general things that were coming up a little bit, and I felt like we just needed to start with that. And now we're going to go ahead and look at what your cards are, Leo, and I'm going to get you a little bit closer zoom here with the toggle screen. Hello, hello. All right, so back with the Shadowscapes. I drew 2 cards. This first one is for the physical material realm. The second one is for your spiritual realm. We're going to start with this one. All right, Leo. 6 of Cups. So this is lovely. I love this card. I love this energy. It's like a little tea party in the forest. It kind of looks like some Alice in Wonderland stuff. And I hear, darling, we're safe in Narnia. It's a little school of fish. They led you to this special place where somebody was serving up a special dish. And I'm hearing it might be whatever was on their heart, and might have been something you didn't know about. Especially if you have a friend that's been stewing about you over the past. And I'm hearing it's like they didn't know that it was an attraction that could last. That's what I'm hearing. And so some of you all are having a revisit with this. It's almost like somebody's coming back. Sometimes that happens with the Ace of Cups like that there too. And sometimes it's like somebody from, possibly your childhood. This is often a card of nepotism. Sometimes it's something that I see when people are just like reminded of things that make them feel comfortable. But this is speaking very heavily to water situations. It could be speaking to water in your chart if you have it, or dealing with a person that might show up that has strong water in their natal constitution, like Sun, Moon, or Rising, and maybe Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And please forgive me, my little girl is over here asking for attention, and she's about to get a boo. A little love from the water gun. So here we go. 6 of Cups. That right there, it's a lot of soulmate energy too. It's like an energy that you would share with somebody that just meets you in that emotional place. So it's also just very balanced energy too. It's what's going to meet you where you are. And I hear for some of you, it's almost like a call home, and maybe that's what it is. I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like making plans, or having plans for whatever the holidays might symbolize for you, because I'm seeing it like that. Okay, let's see what's also showing up in your spiritual realm with the same deck. We have 9, the Hermit. So this is what's in your spiritual realm, and I'm hearing for some of you all, this is actually how you've been acting, and it might have to deal with big changes, because for some of you all, this has just been a really interesting time for whatever your testament is what I'm hearing. Because for some of you all, this is like, you have some kind of personal testimony for, if it's not a case or something that you've been called in, because I'm hearing some of you all were called in as a witness. I'm just seeing like how somebody might have been calling on you for your light or your testimony of light that you could provide. And it's like, it's been a special hermitage for some of you all that has called you into this place where some of you don't even realize how well you've actually been mastered in this development. And it's like, even if you don't realize it, I mean, I'm just hearing that it's like, there might be a Virgo in your life that's also very present too, or that's on your mind, but I'm hearing it's stuff that happened during the Virgo season. We just actually transited from Virgo into, now we're in the Libra season. I'm hearing there might be a legal implication with this person or with this situation, actually. But, and they keep showing me this ring here and what this person is perched up on top of there. And I'm hearing for some of you all, this is you, and it's like whatever you transcended, it's something special that you know how to do, and it's gone full circle, Leo. It's like, whatever it is, it's like, even if you couldn't speak about it, because I'm hearing for some of y'all, somebody might have had a gag on them around you, is what it is. They're telling me that, oh wow, that might be what this is. It's like somebody, like there was something that needed to come out, or you're going to know if this is for you. Because some of y'all have been trying to communicate with somebody and it's like the truth wasn't coming out. And I'm hearing for some of you, it isn't because the person didn't want to. It's like either they were like in some weird thing, a funk where they couldn't talk, but I'm hearing for some of them, it was like illegal. Like, no, I put this thing on you where now you can't talk to this person. You can't say anything. It's like a legal thing. And I didn't mean to make so much noise here, but I'm like feeling forceful energy with this. Like, why? Somebody might have been in like a special kind of hermitage. I'm hearing it's like, tie her up. She's like Rapunzel. It's like, you know, this one can't even talk about it, is what I was hearing. And why they might be up there, and something about being tied up over the ring. You're going to know if that's for you or not. That can't be for everybody, but I'm hearing, especially if there's like an emotional past on this, this is for some of y'all. And if this is your ringer, let me know. I want to know. Hit me up. Let me know if it like resonated. I love your messages. But if not, you know, like I said, it doesn't have to be that for everybody. And if you want more information, I can definitely get you more information on this, especially if you have like birthdays or anything. I can get you some really interesting information on this one, I'm hearing. My information's below. But for some of you all, this is seriously, it's about how you're dealing with some kind of trait that I'm being told not to endeavor too much into, but it's like something about your Virgo in nature, even if you don't have Virgo in your chart. And there's a lot of energy on that. This is major arcana. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like pending business matters that might be like big deal and that are just kind of hanging over now in the first fortnight of October. And you know what, I'm not going to pry on that because I'm hearing it's like family business, and that's what the Six of Cups is. It's like something to do with your family. But at any rate, whatever it is, you've got a light on it now. It's something that you know about. You can play it close to your vest. In some situations, it might be calling on you to just use some discretion, but I'm hearing some of y'all need to do something. Just make sure it's a good step that the hermit would actually take. The hermit sometimes just knows so much, and it's like they're just like quiet, practicing being what the hermit does. But I'm hearing in this situation that it's almost like you're being called to do something. And whatever it is, it's like calling on you to remember how it would have been done in a table situation among close friends, family members, relatives, like that kind of way where it would be just in that setting. And I'm hearing you're going to know. Call on your guidance for that. And, you know, just consider how it would be if you were like back in this setting where it was just those people that you would trust enough to even be having like a meal or a drink with like that. And that some of you all need to take that step. Okay, we're going to move on. What do we have showing up in your romantic sector with the Tarot of Sexual Magic, Leo? Okay, well. There's a knight there. That's the Knight of Swords. And that's definitely a situation where somebody looks like they're in control. And y'all got some peeping toms there too. There's like some spying in on you energy here. Like people wanting to see what's going on. And maybe there might be like a power play situation here. For some of you all, it's like deciding whether or not you want to take a step. I'm hearing that if this isn't like people trying to like look in on somebody's sex life here, that this is perhaps you taking a guided look at where you have grown from in terms of what you would expect from relationships, especially if you're getting a do-over in the past with somebody who might have kind of like taken you by your ponytail, if you will, and, you know, had their way with you. Maybe like by mentally instigating with you is what I'm hearing more than that. It's almost like, you know, taking a look at two different ways your couple could be is how I'm seeing this. I don't always see it like that, but I'm hearing for you, like if this is somebody coming back from the past, especially if it's like somebody coming back as like the Knight of Cups, somebody back from the past, somebody you might have known before where you started, and maybe you've been alone for a period of time for different reasons. You know, this person might come back, and I'm hearing, you know, you kind of know what their deal is because you've been through that with them before. And so for some of you all, it's like just knowing that that's like somebody that it's like a head game with him is what I'm hearing. That's not for everybody. For some of you, though, it's like you might be in a relationship. Some of you have been in a relationship with somebody, and I'm getting 6 to 9. Maybe it's 6 to 9 years, 6 to 9 months, but I'm hearing it's like, especially if there's a ring, because it's like the Hermit here, it's almost like, I don't know if you got lonely in the relationship with this person, or if it's like you're so in your own world together, and like your own world where it's almost like you're oblivious to the fact that you might have some onlookers, because I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like you might not care. It's like maybe you just don't care. Maybe that's like a part of your thing is like, well, you know, we have this private life here, but this is how we are in our public way, and where you open that up. And I'm hearing it might be dicey, especially if any of you all are into exhibitionism. Is what I'm hearing, because they're showing me like this Knight of Swords here. This is somebody who's going to communicate, you know, and sometimes how they communicate might be a little shitty because if they're not in a good way, it's just like brataholic. And so if they're in a good way, you know, the things that they say might cut both ways. It's like they might be kind of witty and how they say things, and sometimes they just don't give a damn. But I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like if you're looking for something and maybe you have not been in a relationship in a while, especially if you were like looking to the past for somebody that maybe didn't really come back, and they might be kind of lurking around now, because some people are regretting the past. And I'm hearing that for you, it's like, especially if it's, I'm getting like they're saying Aries vibe on this one for me. I'm just hearing like an Aries vibe for some of you all. It's like something might not have lasted before, and it's like, you know, maybe you were holding on, waiting for something, but I'm hearing it's like, if this isn't that person coming back from the past, it could be somebody else. I'm hearing they might be a little flighty. I'm hearing, expect them to be ambidextrous in some kind of way with you, or versatile. But for some of you all, this is like somebody that's like regretting the past, like trying to come back and wanting to talk to you, and might have like an offer of truth and also whatever it is that they want to say. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it might just be kind of weird. It's kind of like, you know, here's what you didn't know about this, and, you know, here's what I want from you kind of thing. And for some of you all, you might be a little bit indifferent about it, is what I'm hearing. But for others, it's like, what you need to know is that all of this time, especially if you've been working on something, you've had something on your mind, because I'm hearing for some of you all, this is like more speaking to like ninth house matters and why it's a 9 here in this Hermit. It's like what you've been undergoing during the season of Virgo. It's like your hermitage, it's your pilgrimage, it's your inner soul work, it's your spirit work, it's where you've actually envisioned your future, where your highest ambitions and goals are actually headed. And this right here, I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, if you're not looking for like some kind of fling energy, because sometimes this Knight of Swords, that's all he's good for. You know, he's like kind of like a quick thing. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like knowing that you've got this like sharp mental energy that you can put to other use. And they're showing me this like purity thing, and it's like somebody who's like, I don't even want to think about getting under the sheets with somebody. I'm just like covering my mind with this, and I'm putting this energy in to this other thing. So I'm hearing it depends on where you are, what kind of Leo you are, but some of you all are like unraveling something that's been happening in this cycle is what I'm hearing. So you're going to know if that's true or not. Let's go ahead and move on. I want to see what your advice is with the Queen of the Moon Oracle card, Leo. All right, so wow, here we go. 44, we've got attraction. That right there says supermoon attraction, and we actually just had a supermoon, this new moon that we had a couple days ago in Libra. And I'm hearing whatever it is that you have been calling in, it's like you are superconducting is what it is. The moon, the sun, the cosmos, the energy around you is so conducive to this new start, whatever it is that you have conceived. And I'm hearing you might have offers that you're not even interested in right now just because of what this light is that's with you. So use your discretion and know that some of you are really being called to take a step, especially if you've been like reticent to do it. You're going to know who you can be honest with. And for some of you all, it's just time to do it because the energy is there for it. And I'm going to go ahead and just pull you a few more cards here with these Sibilas to see if we can get a little bit of advice on it, because I'm hearing that it's like, especially if this isn't you wanting to have it's not that you don't want to have like a sexual encounter with somebody, but I'm hearing it's more like if this is not a big part of your life right now, if these next couple of this fortnight, these 14 days or so is not something where you have like this kind of feisty character coming in for an activity like this, that the energy for this is actually calling you to take some steps like the Knight of Swords would. This is somebody that's the knight that goes into battle. He's the one that fights all his own wars. He's the one that's clever. He's going to outsmart people. He's the one that's going to know what to do with this hermit energy. And sometimes he flies alone, you know, he's solo. And so I'm hearing for some of you all that especially if it's like you taking that sword into your own hands, whether or not there's like this Tristy looking energy here, you're being called to take certain actions. And for others, it's like you're being called out of some weird closet. It's like, you know, you might have been like cooped up for something, you know, this hermit spending time alone, and there's an attraction going on here or something. So let's see what you're being called to do here, Leo, because they're saying you got to take a step, some of y'all. And that's whatever you've been thinking about, and it's time to like not be waiting on it anymore, especially with Pluto going direct in like 2 days. Here, and that's it right there. Okay, let's see. What's up with that, Leo? I'll keep it. This first one wanted to come out. Domestico. So that's interesting. See, this is somebody that'll just pop in on you sometimes, and they're helpful. I'm hearing that might be this energy here too, and people also wanting to just pop in. People are looking for something from you right now. La Ligrezza. Okay, for some of you, you're going to be called to go somewhere, actually, too. I'm hearing you might actually receive a phone call, like, I need you to come for this reason. And if that's the case, somebody might ask you to do something. They might try to keep it light, but it might be something that's like, you know, sword cuts both ways kind of energy, where it's like, wow, You know, you might hear it and be a little surprised is what I'm hearing, especially if they have to keep it light. And look at that. Whatever it is brand new. I'm hearing it might be surprising. This could be surprise information about a baby being born. You might find out about something like that. You might find out about how somebody became pregnant in this situation, and about how that entered into this situation, and who flew in to do that. I'm hearing for some of you all, it might be like stuff that you knew that you didn't want to hear about, you know? But that it's like, okay, now I know this. And like trips that somebody was taking on the side. Especially if there was like a weird cheating thing with somebody feeling alone in a relationship. But I'm hearing for others too, this is like, this might be you keeping it light and like having a relationship that you have to go fly in for. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like strong attraction and like finding a way to bridge a distance, especially if somebody was far away from you. Because for some of you all, this is like a long distance relationship you've been wanting to have. And I'm hearing it's like maybe you were only alone because you were holding on, waiting for something. And I'm hearing it's like you might have somebody from the past that's willing to make a step with you, but it's like you're gonna have to do something here. And I'm hearing, especially if it's been like, if you haven't budged for a long time on a certain issue, it's like you're gonna know if this is for you or not, because you've got this light over your head, especially if you've been this hermit here. But some of y'all are really being called to just get out there and take a move and know that this Bambino energy, you know, this doesn't happen if somebody doesn't make a move, right? I'm not saying you want to have a baby, but you know, somebody has to make a move if you're going to have a baby, right? And so at any rate, this is things that happen new. These are fresh starts. These are things that happen after something has died. You know, this is that metamorphosis energy. And it's like how you can be helpful to yourself. And for some of you, this is what happens when there's a real attraction there. So you're going to know if that's for you or not. I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And hey, if you'd like your own reading, hit me up. My information is below, and now it's also above me in this window here. And if I don't hear from you, I just want you to take care. And I'm thinking about you, and we'll be back again soon with some others. Bye for now.